Welcome to this month's Warcast, where we talk everything, of course, about Total War. Of course, we have the same usual guests, Mr. Rambler, Lionheart, myself, Warrior Sparta, and we have a new special guest for this month. Our first one, actually, in fact, Diplex Heated HD.
Although he's in standard definition this month.
Yeah.
480p.
We should say though that epic intro, which hopefully didn't get copyright content ID flagged.
It was that good.
Was Mr. Diplex there on his guitar. So, we should just first of all say, so obviously Diplex is our guest this month, where we're going to be talking about plenty of Total War stuff. We'll run down that in a moment. But, yeah, first of all, just want to say thanks for all of your suggestions for guests, because you guys basically overwhelmed us with so many suggestions for people. And obviously the Warcast is a monthly podcast, so over the next...
They pretty much all said no, so we had to ask Diplex.
We had a slight change of plans last minute for this one, but thankfully Diplex was on hand to bring him in, and many of you guys did say we've got to have Diplex on, so Diplex is our guest this month, but feel free to keep suggesting, guys. We will eventually get round to them. Obviously we'll look to try.
He's got his katana for any more antics.
He does.
Yeah,
crack that out.
He's seen his streams. That's what he did. He's seen his streams.
He is a master of the long shafted blade.
As you may know, I went to Scotland on the weekend and I picked up some. I went to a microbrewery.
Very nice.
Picked up some Galloway Gold. I didn't actually go to the microbrewery. I got it from a market.
I thought I stole it.
Galloway Gold. Yes.
Oh! Diplex is cutting stuff. He's getting a great. Oh dear. If he misses and cuts a finger.
I thought of that too.
Yeah, maybe stop now. I was actually joking about getting the katana.
Diplex down.
I'm all for banter, but this is dangerous banter.
It's just
fucking hell.
This stuff could stop an army of samurais, right? Perfect for packing.
It's alright, Rambler. Do you want a little beep on that?
Yeah, it
kind of works. I'll cut this bit off and then I'll be done with it.
So intermission while Diplex destroys some polystyrene.
Sharpest sword in the world. My fucking hand would be sharper than this. It's not very.
This is Diplex. This is Diplex.
Guys, if you've missed out on any live streams from Diplex, essentially this is what it descends to.
I've been trying to sell this katana because I realised it was a big fucking mistake. Well, it's a very really fun mistake, but I realised I'm not the kind of antique dealer or weeaboo that I thought I'd be by getting one. But
oh dear.
That aside,
before Diplex starts cutting up more stuff, a quick rundown of what we're going to be.
Won't cut anything, guys. Don't worry.
A quick rundown of what we're going to be talking about this month.
It's actually quite nice, by the way.
That's good.
Just
tasty.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a kind of a brief roundup of Warhammer thoughts, and obviously see what Diplex has to say about Warhammer. Going to talk about the Steam
Workshop. You can order
this
online as well.
Thank you, Rambler.
Just in case, yeah.
We're going to talk about the Steam Workshop that's just been released for Attila, the mod tools, Ted, Terry, and Dave, who all sound like swell
builders
down the pub.
And you can build your own Total War stuff. So I think that's why they got the name.
Yeah. We're going to talk about a couple of little mods that are out on the workshop already. Rambler's made a great video about the natural water mod, which I think myself, Rambler, and Warrior are all using. Little UI mod as well. Then we're going to be talking about another mod which isn't on the workshop yet, but is in development and is very exciting. It's called Rise of Mordor, and it is the fabled Lord of the Rings conversion mod for... Well, I think it originally started off as an idea for Rome 2, and it's now being taken on to Attila.
That's going to be huge.
Yep. We're going to have a little discussion about the fact that paid mods have gone from Steam. They came, they saw, they didn't conquer, and they were got rid of very quickly from Steam. And we're also going to talk about Total War Kingdom, which is the mobile game that is out on PC at the moment in an open beta.
And there's also no artificial sugars, colouring, or concentrates in this Galloway Gold.
Segue.
I wonder if this thing here runs with the same deal.
Saltwave Brewers.
Probably no weird chemicals.
Warrior's gone. Warrior's webcam just died. Warrior, come back.
Casualty.
I'm here, guys.
You'll sort out his webcam.
Having
Cool.
webcam problems. We'll continue.
We'll
Two
continue.
secs. Carry on without me.
So while Warrior is sorting out his webcam, obviously last month we talked about a competition that we're running, and we're running another competition this month, but we had a competition for a pick of the month and clip of the month around the theme of blood and burning, which could have been a picture or clip submitted from Shogun 2, Rome 2 or Attila, because they will have a blood and gore mod. And up on screen now is the winner of the pick of the month, which is Hayden Steffens. And you'll also find a link to a screen cap of what's on screen now, which is from Peter. I'm going to say your name wrong. Catacor.
Isn't it Catacor? The guy who makes the medieval mod.
Yes.
That chap.
We'll go with
mod
first
gotten
name.
anywhere?
We'll go with Peter.
Is it still in custom battle only, that mod?
I think he's still working on it, yeah.
Yes. In Attila, there's going to be a campaign version.
But yes. Anyway, Hayden
Check out my video for more info.
Hayden has won the picture of the month for the blood and burning for
yeah.
last month.
That was
and Peter has won the clip of the month. You two will be contacting you guys via email, and you get a choice of DLC from either Shogun 2, Rome 2, or Attila of your choice. Beautiful picture of the young Mr. Warrior Sparta there.
That's my security code for work. I was thinking I was 18
That's
years
fantastic.
That's what your card looks like.
Before we descend...
My card looks
also...
like.
I thought that said Conservatives on it.
Hidden in...
Consultant.
hidden in the description of my version of the Warcast, Rambler's version of the Warcast, and Warrior Sparta's version of this month's Warcast, there is a part of a code which, if you enter into Steam, the three pieces together will be a game, a Total War game. So
This wasn't agreed upon?
Yes, it was.
What's happening?
Yes, it was.
What's happening right now?
Yes, it was. There is a code. The code is split into three pieces, and it's embedded in the description of each of our videos. So if you put it all
That
together,
seems like a lot of editing effort for you.
editing.
What?
No editing, dude. It's in the description, buddy. Get
Oh,
the
yeah.
program. Right. Let's rewind that. So there is a code for a Total War game hidden in the description, the video description of mine, Ramblers, and Warrior Sparta's videos. If you put all three parts of the code together in the right order, that will unlock a Total War game on Steam. So if you do work out the code, let us know, because we'd love to know who gets that. And of course we have a competition for this month's Warcast, which is around the theme of the beauty of Total War. So ideally we want a pick of the month and clip of the month again. You can submit that to warcastpodcast@hotmail.com. Link to that is in the description. Basically, ideally, send us in your best shots of the beauty of Total War, so the landscape, the battlefield. So it doesn't necessarily need to have any units in it, any big battles going on. Show us some nice cinematic scenery, views, and things like that. And Diplex is having fun chopping up there. Look at him.
That's
go.
the beauty of Total War, right
That
there.
is the beauty of
Cutting,
Total War.
You know, Palestine with a katana.
Oh, just that.
Yeah, get sending in those pictures
What is
and
it?
clips. That face. Oh god. Get sending in those pictures.
Great
and clips.
webcam feature.
Beauty of Total War is the theme for this month. Anyway, Diplex.
Yes,
Tell us your thoughts on Total War Warhammer. Have a poo.
Very excited. I've been a big Warhammer fan for a long time, and I think it's. I know a lot of people, or from what I've been seeing on like Facebook and Twitter, a lot of people have been complaining like, "Hey, we want historically accurate games." I just think that Total War doesn't need to be historical. I think Total War is a way of playing a game where you mix this kind of brilliant, sort of real-time strategy with superb campaign, and sort of persistent campaign strategy. So it could be applied to any era, any fiction, real or fake,
Any fantasy.
any fantasy. I think Warhammer is suitable for this. I don't see the problem with it really.
No.
It's been in the works for a long time as far as I'm concerned. So it hasn't really been interrupting any other Total War games.
Exactly, it will still carry on. The historical side will still carry on.
Actually, that is a wonderful segue to an article which you guys can find in the description, which was an interview with Rob from the Creative Assembly, Rob Bartholomew, who is the brand director of Total War, and it's essentially an article about is there really room for 4 new Total War games at the moment, and it's talking about them working on, obviously, a team working on Attila DLC, a team working on Total War Battles Kingdom, a team working on Arena, and a team obviously working on on Warhammer. Now, obviously, there is a 5th team as well, because Creative Assembly also had an interview with their director, Mike Simpson, who stated that they are, in parallel with Warhammer, they have another team working on the next historical Total War, which none of us know what it is.
Manchester Total War.
It could well be Manchester. I think it's Preston Total War. That'll keep Craig happy.
I'm from Manchester.
Bishop Briggs.
But so yeah, basically, really interesting read that article. How they've essentially said that the reason why they haven't done Warhammer is because they actually didn't feel that they could bring Warhammer into the development time and until now, because they didn't want it to impact on the main historical development. So that's just
How do you do that? How do you do that?
I am so glad that you guys found the zoom on your cameras this week.
How do you do that, guys?
Sorry. Just on the webcam options.
You can do it like.
What's the happy camper?
I can't even. I can only do mine in bits like that. I can't.
How do you do this?
Smelly cam.
How do you do it?
I've got widescreen now. Webcam preferences.
Alright, this got into like the.
Hey, welcome to the Tech Guys webcam tips. Whoa.
Options.
Whoa.
Then is it video settings?
Whoa.
Webcams. Oh, here we go.
I hope I'm not ruining your podcast by derailing everything.
No, we like banter.
I don't think we ever started on the rails with this one. That's just a beautiful face. Oh my god. Let's
like you can do it slowly, like.
Oh no. Oh, thank God! I thought, thank God, it's
amazing.
phased out then.
Oh, I wish I knew about this feature ages ago. This is brilliant. I would not like to save my changes.
Beautiful. So, any more to say about Warhammer, Diplex?
I'm really excited. We don't know. None of us. I mean, at least not I know too much. Rather, just
I've seen
we've
gameplay.
seen the trailer. We've seen some of that. I haven't seen any.
Shut up!
No,
I haven't seen any gameplay. But I'm excited. I think I can't touch on that subject too much because I have not got sufficient knowledge.
Yeah, we need to see some gameplay.
You've played the Warhammer mod, haven't you, Mr.
Yeah,
Diplex?
All of Warhammer.
Yeah. How did you find that Warhammer
Russian
worked
excellence in copy-pasting models from other games, such as, what's it called? Mark of Chaos?
Yeah, Mark of Chaos was the RTS, yeah. Did it work alright though, Warhammer?
Yeah, really cool. Suited the area, muskets and mainly just...
Did they have dragons?
No, but they had like flying sorcerers, like on like Chaos had people flying on like pads, like shooting lasers.
I mean, it's possible to get sort of like mythical, mythical creatures sort of stuff in it, because I mean, like the Third Age mod has Balrog models and Mumakil models, and
so they're gonna have.
You only just need one person in the unit, but the problem is it kind of takes up the whole you're supposed to have more than just one guy in a unit.
So there could be muskets on this as well as sword fighting.
The Empire will have
muskets.
Yeah.
The balancing on this is going to be tremendous.
Well,
I think it's going to take a lot of
the other
balancing.
nations have like pistoliers and stuff, like different bandits, and I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to have as many units as the Warhammer mod did, because
how would they make them not OP then, the Empire, if they got pistols over these sort of?
Well, no, you think how inaccurate muskets used to be?
Yeah.
These are going to be
first
type of like.
These are like 15th, 16th century.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, fair enough.
So slow to reload. So basically, cavalry can take them out, or
at least 17th century.
I think it was. Was it during the Napoleonic Wars? Wellington actually said that he wished he had like one regiment of archers because they were still so much more accurate than.
Let me finish. Come on. The Baker rifles. He had the Baker rifles, which are 95th rifles. So that was his.
Yeah, he said he wished he had a company though of English longbowmen.
That's yes. Thanks for finishing my point.
You're welcome. How's the beer?
Maybe next time I can finish it.
Spit it out then, lad. So, yes, Warhammer is on the horizon at some point. We have coming soon at the end of the trailer, that's about it. Well, so,
rumours have it September this year.
Oh, was that from that Russian website that...
I wouldn't put that past them. You never know.
Never know. The fact that you're leaning forward.
Yeah, it's like...
You never know, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Oh, you never know.
Just tease,
Yep,
thank
no,
you.
release date maybe. Yeah, that's a load of bullshit.
Although I have seen some, I don't know if it was forum posts or article mentions that CA might be potentially showing some more about Warhammer at E3.
They're not appearing at E3.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll probably see something more this year, like
Sega and Creative Assembly aren't appearing at
Are
E3.
they not? Oh.
No.
I thought I saw one article that said that they were going to potentially show more at E3. Fair enough.
No, well, not according to the Eurogamer article I read yesterday. Let me find it. Give me a sec.
I swear I saw some other article that's saying that they were commenting saying maybe we'll have more to show at E3, but then maybe that's before they knew if they were going to be there or not.
Sega.
I guess other events. What have you got? Other worldwide events. Have you got Gamescom?
The games come in August, right?
Yeah. Obviously, for us in the UK, we've got EGX at the end of September. So yeah, I guess I don't. I'd like to think we won't see Warhammer until, I guess, the first quarter of 2016.
The first people to see Warhammer is us.
Okay, so on IGN,
Yeah,
Sega
both.
has announced they will not have a designated spot. They are focusing on the restructure and relocation to Southern California.
Oh, right.
So
CA?
No, Sega.
So with the majority of our
Southern California.
with the majority of our bigger titles launching later in 2015/2016, particularly those from our AAA studios, Relic Entertainment, Sports Interactive, and Creative Assembly, we are concentrating on our efforts for some of these major announcements after our relocation.
There we go.
So-
So yeah, probably don't expect anything for a while then.
Yeah,
Which
maybe like after,
hopefully-
like, as you said, like one of the ones later in the year.
Hopefully that's a good thing, so it won't be out for a while yet. I think GTA 5 on PC has shown how well
Waiting.
it can go if you
And you
delay a
wait.
game or if you take your time with it for a
Perfect
PC
game. It's a
version.
perfect game, in my opinion.
We've been having a lot of fun with that.
Oh yeah, we have, yeah. I've got a video out. Where's
yes.
yours?
Still in the cutting room floor. Needs to be edited.
Yep.
That stuff. Anywho,
I don't even do it full time.
Steam Workshop for Attila. Zing.
Oh yeah, I'm really liking the
Steam Workshop,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been waiting because I don't really go on forums much. Well, I do, but I tend to just kind of lurk around on them. I don't really go
I
in
don't
there
go on
and
forums
search
much,
for little
but
mods.
when I do,
I lurk a lot on a
predator.
lot of forums. I have accounts for all the major forums for like Total War forums. I just never really go on them. I never like log in and stuff. I tend to kind of roam around, so that's why I don't really look at the mods a whole lot. So now that the Steam Workshop has launched, it makes it so much easier just to be able to log on onto Steam, go into my library, and then click Workshop, and then I can see every little thing.
it's good.
If the person feels.
And all you have to do is click subscribe to the majority of the mods.
Yeah, it's
So do they
if
all
they're-
upload them
if they're
to
above,
the
is it what,
workshop?
300 megabytes? You have to download it externally still. But
or like was it Divide et Impera for Rome 2?
like
They
several
uploaded
parts.
three or four parts that you just had to subscribe to each one. So
I
there's
think
a way
we've
of getting
done
around
that
it.
here as well.
But do they all want to upload to the workshop? Like, don't a lot of modders just feel like the
Separately,
comfortability
then.
of not
What was
Sorry?
that, Diplex?
not uploading to the workshop?
What they don't feel that they should, or
Yeah, well, I know for a fact a lot of games or a lot of mods for a lot of games that I workshop aren't on the workshop.
yeah, there are a lot.
They'll just stick to the TW Center or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of the ones for Skyrim aren't on.
They're on Skyrim Nexus, aren't they?
Yeah, they've got
Yeah, that's a
Nexus
big
is
problem
a
there.
whole different kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Total War Center in particular has that very
Mod section.
Hosted
long
forums, don't they?
very long history of. I mean, that's where like almost the birth of Total War modding, kind of in a community sense. It was where you for many years before Steam Workshop integration, that's where you easily got your mods from. But I mean, as Rambler said, there's certainly a huge advantage to just one-click subscribe, and that's the mod installed and on your game. It's very easy to get a mods on there. So I think you're slowly starting to see more and more Total War modders
Very much so.
upload their work.
'Cause
Definitely.
a lot of people are lazy and won't go on the forums.
I have things on the workshop.
Do you?
Do you?
What have you
Yeah,
done?
but the Men of War workshop.
Fair.
I say a lot. I don't know if a lot of
But
people
it was
like,
tricky to get, but not really tricky. It was like it's kind of easy to kind of update and stuff.
Yeah.
So
because I guess like some people will be lazy enough not to go on the forums and they'll just go on the workshop, and if they can't find it on the workshop, then they'll be like meh. So I think it opens up to a wider audience.
I know.
So I think it's unfair for me to say that people are lazy
Yeah.
not to go on the forums, but I think the point that I'm trying to get across is that Steam Workshop brings it up to basically everyone who owns the game.
Yeah. Plus, I will say from Rome 2, in my experience, a lot of the mods that I subscribed to on the workshop were also available separately as a separate download from Total War Center or other sites. So
they're hosted on like ModDB.
Yeah, there's nothing to stop modders having a Steam Workshop version and a non-Steam Workshop version if they want.
What's your thoughts, Diplex, as well? We mentioned this before, weren't we, about paid mods and obviously the community bringing that in and then it going. Obviously, Total War's got a huge modding influence on it.
I think it could encourage higher quality mods, but I think there needs to be mods.
It's a very
there's such a big legal part with what's
exactly
okay and not.
Has it been
a lot of mods for
has it been pulled completely?
It's been pulled completely. Yeah. So I should mention that it was obviously only for Skyrim that this was tested out with when Valve tried it out. So it wasn't with Total War. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is because Total War, as we said, has a very large modding platform. It wouldn't have been too far of a step to think that potentially Total War may have had this feature enabled if it had gone well, but it didn't. So yeah, essentially I think it was up for 3 or 4 days, and there were just so many complaints, there were various examples of people uploading parts of mods or like sub mods, as it were, but not getting permission from the main mod that it required. There was one example, it was a fishing mod. A guy made this fishing mod and he used the animations, I think, from another mod which he hadn't got permission for or something like that, and obviously he then monetized his fishing mod, which used animations from another mod. But also you then get problems if you are working like that and you've taken assets from another mod and you've got permission to take the assets. What happens if the mod that it's part of doesn't want to be monetized or something like that, and you do? So that's where you get discrepancy. So it seemed like it was like I think they rushed out the process of it. It's like we have a good idea, let's do it. Whereas maybe it wasn't. Oh, actually, maybe we should have thought this through a little bit.
I don't think Skyrim's the best model for it either, because it's it's such a big game with like millions of mods almost that I think it's probably better to start where a place where the modding
community isn't as big.
Yeah, and where maybe they're a little more like obsessed with making. But then again, I've got a problem. The reason why I don't think it would work for Total War in this current state is because a lot of the things, what can you mod Total War that is so different that you want to actually pay for the extra thing? It would be like, sure, Call of Warhammer, if done perfectly.
Total conversion mods.
Total conversions. I mean, it's hard to pay for like a game where they add a minor kind of gameplay changing thing, like most of the mods are, like Darth Mod and all those games, which is mainly just like bunch of added units that are still like everything's mainly in the game, just like edited.
On that added units thing though, that's exactly what DLC is.
Yeah, but those units are like in theory, they're all the assets are in the game. They're just edited and modified in ways. They're not really.
So you're saying, like, say the difference with DLC is that that's extra content that they separately make put in. Yeah, because I could take like a Roman cohort and like reskin it, or take parts from another unit, add it to the unit, like change the helmet or whatever, like the shield, like with just the assets, and then charge for like additional units. With the updated,
it's all in the game. I haven't really done
tools. You can actually, I think people can actually craft brand new models. I mean that's shown in the Rise of Mordor previews we've seen. They've made Gondorian helmets and armor, so they could make brand new assets. So for that,
Gondorian bowmen.
Brilliant.
They say that all the time.
So obviously you could make brand new assets, which obviously then would be worthy of potentially, you could buy, because they're brand new assets that someone's crafted in a 3D modeling software and then imported them in. But
I think it would encourage like more full-time modders, or because if they could,
the donate option I think it'd just be a donate. If you want to do that, then just like that's a better way of doing it, rather than
to the people
setting a price. So it's optional. It's like an optional little button.
It's a great way for like Sega to or for like Creative Assembly, if they release a really good base game that has all the tools available to edit the campaign map entirely and make everything, import all kinds of models and change everything. What they could do is like the Unreal Tournament or the Unreal Engine. I think Unreal 4. They've released their engine, and they will have like this marketplace where people who've made mods using this engine, or games and really, can charge whatever they want, and they take a small percentage of it. So they can encourage really high quality mods, release them, support them, and still Creative Assembly would make profit.
The problem, I think, is I think the reason why the donation option is probably the only one that realistically will work the best is because with a with a mod, you have no quality assurance that it's going to work. It could break if you download another mod on top of it. You know, I think it's definitely one of those things where download the mod or subscribe to it, try it out, and then if you get, say, an extra 20, 30, 40, 100 hours out of it, then you come back and you donate to sort of say, thanks, this was a great mod, I got loads of extra gameplay out of it. It's not.
But who's going to do that?
Well, that's the thing. It's got to be an option, hasn't it?
Can you
if you have a
imagine?
paywall, people won't.
But it's still an option, really. But I mean, like.
But that's the thing, though, because you just have no assurance. It could be an awful mod, but until you've actually played it, then
yeah, but
it's
can
hard to
you
see.
imagine all the implications, as you say, if it did do that, and you had a mod that broke another person's mod, then they'd be trying to claim refunds and all this sort of
Exactly,
large.
it's a huge
just,
mess.
It's just a mess.
Well, that's what some
Absolute
people
mess.
encountered with the Skyrim, with the experiment almost that Valve had with that. You know, they were saying what happens when this mod breaks that mod, and you only discover that until a couple of days later when you've already paid for the previous mod.
Who came up with this idea? YouTube.
No, Valve.
Yeah, because they know it's because obviously YouTube come up with some great decisions sometimes. But yeah, no. Oh my god. Right. Well, I'm glad it stopped because it was been.
But
Well, temporarily, they're looking into ways to re-implement it.
Gabe,
I don't think they're going to give up.
Gabe, give us a donate button and leave it at that, buddy. Step back. But anyway, Steam Workshop for Attila is now out, so if you have any suggestions for mods that we should have a look at, as I said, Rambler's Natural Water mod
Video. I didn't make the mod. I'm not a modder.
his video
I just
on
make
the mod,
videos of what other people spend hours doing. I just create like a 5-minute video.
his
so.
mod spotlight on the Natural Water mod is in the description, so do go check that out. And if you are making any mods in Total War Attila, feel free to let us know, because obviously you've got the tools TED, which is that's the battle map editor, so you can actually,
Terry and dive.
so you can choose a particular square of the campaign map and redesign what that battlefield will be. Terry, I believe, is the campaign map editor, which isn't a complete campaign map editor. You can't change the placement of settlements, so at the moment you can't, say, recreate Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth. Dave is I think that's the database editor, so that allows you to bring to all the assets in that you make and stuff like that. But yeah, share any mods that you've tried out on the workshop, let us know. Rise of Mordor. Let's talk about that.
What's that?
Nah, sounds crap, right? No, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, this is I mean, how far, because obviously when this video came out on the Total War official page and about the mod workshop and the Steam workshop site, everyone said, "Oh, this is it now. Lord of the Rings can be made now," and things like that. But can it be fully ever?
Not the campaign map right now. It would seem.
It's amazing.
Not with the CA tools anyway.
It's not medieval.
You can edit
like
you can edit like the capitals and stuff and the cities on the map, like place them differently. I think, but you can't. Yeah, but you can't like edit the actual terrain. No.
Terrain. Oh, this is.
You can't. You can change terrain, but you can't change the placement of forest, which seems crazy. That's hard coded. Apparently, you can't change where forests are placed.
So you can change the coastal lines.
I don't know. I don't think you can change like the physical like land, as it were. But like
Why can't they just
change grass to
where
desert?
you can paint?
But
Why can't they just make a tool where you can paint and then you can add forest and increase or decrease?
I think they said when the stuff was coming out to make a full campaign map editor, as it were, to work to reshape the whole map. They said they'd need 18 months of like paid development time, as it were.
What was the difference in Medieval 2 then?
Totally different engine. Obviously, they've changed from that was the TW2 engine to the
It's just
TW3.
easy to mod, was it? I take it.
Yeah, it's like well, in that like you can unlock new factions. You can unlock factions in Medieval 2 by changing a notepad file of the list of factions.
Yeah.
I used to do that in Rome all the time rather than unlocking them. So I just went copy paste.
I mean, who finished a Rome campaign in Rome 1? When I played Rome 1, I was so tiny and stupid that I couldn't get around it anyway.
You just
I'm not tiny and stupid, but like,
he's just got a bit bigger now.
How? What 2006? No, 2004.
2004 it came out.
4. I mean, come on, that's like 10 years ago. 11. I was like 9 at the time.
Oh,
so
little baby Diplex.
Yeah. 9-year-old Diplex playing.
I was 85.
I had a problem like fighting the rebels at the start of like the Julii campaign.
I always love those faction intros though for Rome.
I hate Gauls. Yeah, when he's like,
"We built Rome. We."
What does he say now again? Like,
is that the only good
Julii?
thing?
Is that the Brutii or the?
I think that's Brutii. Yeah, they're quite aggressive. It's like
Is it a good thing as well?
I only chose the Brutii so I could have green units because green is my favourite colour.
I went red just because I like red units.
I went for Brutii because of 2 Brutii. I was like, yeah, I'll go for that then. Yeah.
Is it like under a brutified
We saved Rome.
fist or
We
steel.
drove out the kings. We made the republic.
Love it.
Family to serve. Okay.
So yeah, so Rise of Mordor, if you guys don't know what it is attempting to bring Lord of the Rings to Attila. They, as we mentioned before, with kind of asset discussion, they've already shown some very promising previews of some Gondorian Fountain Guard, some Gondorian Swordsmen, and Gondorian Bowmen.
I think that even if it just turned out to be a
Custom
units
battle
mod, just a
Yeah.
battle mod,
Yeah.
then it would still be amazing to play. I'd
Yeah.
still play the heck out of that. And they could implement flying elephants.
God, he's back to the Warhammer units again.
I'm just saying.
There
I
were
think
a lot
we had a
of-
lot of support.
You got a lot of
To
upvotes
implement
about flying elephants
flying
in
elephants.
Warhammer.
So
Well, flying
Attila,
Mumakill.
come on, guys.
Flying Mumakill.
It's a bit like the medieval 2012 mod, isn't it? That's going to be not exactly. That's going to be like an overhaul of units, isn't it?
Well, the thing with that,
Well, no, it's also
you
going to
could
be a
actually-
campaign.
You could make that into a
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah,
because
they
obviously you've got
are
Europe.
turning it into a campaign.
That
Because
works.
they can rename all the cities, and like they can change the city structures, so you can just have like the walls and stuff. Because the architecture, I mean, it obviously changed a huge amount. So I'm guessing that they can change it
Yeah.
on the battle map to
think-
create the new textures and
yeah.
stuff for the new.
They can create the new icons.
Medieval towns.
It's just the placement has to
Because
stay
like
the same.
the civilians and stuff, they're already wearing the kind of the tunics and stuff anyway. So I mean, a lot of the peasants that will be running around the cities anyway.
Basically,
it doesn't really.
Total conversion wise, you can make a mod for anything that features Europe.
Yeah, and
Basically.
the medieval period is going to be also. I think it will fit in with the kind of the grittier feel
Yeah.
of Attila, and the fact that everyone's calling for a medieval 3, and they have been for years, to actually have this implemented in there. If it's done right, which I think it could be, then it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, in terms of total conversion, that could be like almost the new stainless steel sort of thing, which is an awesome mod for Medieval 2. So it'd be interesting to see if that kind of thing crops up or what have you. But yeah, Rise of Mordor's looking really good. There's not much information out at the moment. I know
TFHE?
that's the one. I always forget
Productions?
the order of the letters. Yes.
Oakley High Def.
Oakley High Def has made a preview video so far. I think the mod team are keeping kind of assets and stuff like quite close to board and letting people come in very slowly to make preview stuff that they'll give out and things like that. But hopefully you'll see some more preview stuff, because so far that Gondorian armor looks really well crafted. There's so much detail on it that they've added in. Obviously because you've got more polygons and things like that with Attila than any other previous Total War game. So I mean that's definitely a mod to watch, and that medieval mod.
Be interested to see what they could do if, obviously, Warhammer in terms of Lord of the Rings mods and things like that with Warhammer, because it's
Potentially, but
you know.
But CF said they're not giving any official support to mods in
This is
Warhammer.
the problem.
But
Yeah.
seeing as it should be on the same, some of the same parts of it, it's still going to be the TW3 engine. So basically, anything that you can do now without any CA mod tools, you should technically still be able to try to do in Warhammer.
I think you'll be able to change things, like, as far as text goes, like, you know, someone can create like a realism overhaul with all different unit stats and changes and everything.
For Warhammer, you'll be able to do new units and stuff like that.
Yeah,
certainly.
but probably not like, you know, add like new, completely different, you know, like aspects of the game, like units that can fly if there weren't already anyone that could, you know.
It'd be interesting to see what people can do with the meshes. And
They are having flying units in there, so they could.
Yeah, but I thought so. But I was wondering if we've seen any flying units before.
Flying elephants.
Because I remember, if you guys, I don't know, but back
No, we
in
haven't.
like
We haven't.
2010 or 11, there was a mod called World War One for Empire to come out.
No, is it Napoleon?
Napoleon.
the Great War mod.
No.
Oh, you mean
this
it's
is,
supposed to
this is
come out?
before you guys' time. I'm not kidding. It's not really, but it's seriously long before the World War One mod was ever thought of for the and that they were making all these ships. They looked awesome, the models, and they said they were gonna have airplanes and stuff, and that they worked. Then the mod like died for 2 years, and then I think like a part of that team came up and started modding for Napoleon and released it with some fairly cool looking tanks and really cool like aspects, and like it was really awesome try at you know what they managed to create as far as models and, you know, gameplay changes for like a game that has really no like official mod tools like Napoleon.
Yeah.
So that was incredible. But what I saw them working for in Empire, which is by now just a forgotten treasure, was like, you know, these big freaking destroyers and
Wow.
cruisers and, you know, airplanes with bombs and stuff. It was crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Wow.
Anyway,
Total War Kingdom. Total War Battles Kingdom. Thoughts? I know. Well, actually,
Great start that was, wasn't
you
it?
guys, have you guys both done videos on them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't done mine yet because I've got to admit I'm actually waiting. I'm waiting more to play the game when it comes out on my phone or tablet. To be honest, because it's the casual type of game that I want to jump in and out of.
It's not really.
You did make a bit of
I feel that doing the PC release first was a mistake.
boob, yeah.
A big boo-boo.
It's given a
because-
lot of people the wrong idea about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
because everyone's saying this isn't Total War. But if they released it on tablets and mobiles
I had a
first,
good-
like what they do with Total Battles Shogun,
Yeah.
then that was really well received on mobiles and
Yeah.
tablets. So they should have done. I think they should have done the same.
I mean, actually, that article that we mentioned earlier on that actually talks about Kingdom and the fact that when they released Shogun, that was actually a paid app, so it wasn't free to play, which Kingdom is.
Yeah.
And they released a paid app, as they said then, into kind of a dying paid app market. The market for paid apps was going down. You were getting a lot more free to play stuff, but that still did really well for them. Now, obviously, the reason why it's probably on PC is that it's far easier for people to test in open
Test it.
beta and send feedback than it is with loads of different tablets, loads of different devices. Now, surely I would have thought they're going to have to do a test at some point with getting as many people with as many different phones and tablets to try out, so that they've got a good range of. What is Diplex got up his nose? Do I even want to know? What's he doing?
carry on.
What are you doing?
Trying something out.
I don't even want to know.
He's looking for
You guys are just doing the talking. I'll be here for the viewing pleasure.
Oh my god. What's he doing?
What the hell are those?
Bills.
Bill, you stuck money up your nose.
No, it's just this is a really nice way of kind of like sort of
Chilling out?
directing airflow.
Breathing? You've essentially just put pipe.
I look like an animal, don't I? Like
a
like
walrus.
something out of Star Wars.
Yeah, totally. Star Wars Walrus.
See, I thought I was strange on the podcast, but this is
Yeah.
like
You level.
Rambler,
You
Rambler,
le-
you've been
you
replaced
level.
you're unseating me.
Yeah.
I will end you.
You're dethroned.
This is just so I can do 2 lines of coke at the same time.
Just to confirm on the Warcast, we don't condone the use of drugs.
Not a drug, really. It's
Well,
anyway.
Well, it is, but anyway, back to Total War Kingdom. It's obviously in the same arm as stuff like Clash of Clans and things like that. So,
you look like you had something to say, Warrior.
Oh, it's alright, no, Lion has.
I was going to say Clash of Clans. Or that.
It's a drug too. Caffeine. What's it? There.
All I can see is an E number right now.
Well, that's probably a drug too, by the way. Way too many E numbers in our life.
Right. Well, Warrior. Clash of Clans. You're showing us your.
And Duke Wellington figurine.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Is it show and tell time?
It's better than
Said
showing
about the
Coke.
archers.
I've got a. I don't. Have I got any?
By the way, the joke with sniffing 2 lines of coke at the same time was obviously with my
A joke, yeah.
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero, right?
Coke Zero. No Coke.
I'm trying to find if I got anything to show. I don't have any of my little figurines close by. I have like a little.
Vaseline!
Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Yeah.
I also have a little pendant
That's
of
exactly
Saint
what-
Christopher, the
Actually,
patron saint
I've
of
got-
travellers.
I've got this that my friend made me for my 18th birthday. Actually, it's a little Napoleon on it's a little figure from. I think it's Warhammer stuff. Look at him. Focus, camera, focus. There we go.
I just have the king's head on a tiny Swedish crown.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway,
So-
Battles Kingdom.
yeah.
What do you guys actually think? Because you guys. I know you've
well,
spent more
basically,
time
it's
playing
very
it.
hard. It's firstly, as I say, boob for putting it onto PC first. Then, I'm sorry to say, a bad marketing ploy.
Just kind
by
of
the-
gives people the wrong idea.
Yeah, and for YouTubers, it's very hard, I think, to make any type of video on it because it is sort of a drawn-out process. You can see it's a game where you have to play it for a matter of time, come back, let it do its job, let it do its collective resources, build its fortresses or whatever, construct what it needs to do, and then you have to come back and after a set time and see how you progress.
Like update videos on it, like
yeah, you could. That's the only thing. Yeah,
weekly 10-minute update, and this week
This is
we
what
did
I've done.
these.
This is
Yeah.
who I've attacked, who I've invaded. Yeah, but that's not really engaging or fun. It's a fun game when you play it yourself. I mean, so I can't wait to play it on my tablet and phone, like in between recordings or something like that, or when I'm making my Let's Plays, to be like, oh look, my farm's finished growing wheat. Let me collect all that. Wheat, hooray! Or let me go and attack the next person.
It's not a bad thing they've done. I like what they've done, and I think again, it's like Warhammer. They're trying something different. And, obviously, they know they've done it with Battle Shogun before, but they're trying something different. They are moving out into a different territory again. All credit to them for that, but it's the big thing was the fact they didn't.
How do
do
you
it
find
right with
the like
PC.
a lot of people obviously saying it's just a pay to win gold fest game, like you have to just spend
Life's a
money to
bloody
win.
pay to win. Jesus.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. That sort of game is always going to get that problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
It straight away people think, oh, it's a pay-to-win sort of game.
It's pay to win if you don't have the patience to wait for your wheat to grow.
Well, that's it. And but
no one
it's,
has patience though.
but those games are like that. It's on the run. You do it when you're going to work, or you do it when you're going to school, and then
You
you
don't play it.
can wait
You
for a
don't play
bit.
it for more than like 10-15 minutes at a time, sort of thing.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Games-
It's a game you should
some-
play for
some
like
of those
5
games
minutes at a
are-
time.
The whole idea and the whole sort of profiting, corporate look at it is obviously that they want to make it addicting, that where you want to throw a couple of pounds at it so that you can play for an hour or 30 minutes or whatever to continuously do these things. They don't want to release the game and say, hey, maybe he'll play 10 minutes a day, or 20 minutes a day from on and off from work and stuff, and then he'll wait the 24 hours in between. They want to make it so interesting that you will pay the money. It's obvious. I mean, come on. It's not in anyone's, downside or it's not in the it's just, I understand them. They want to make a game that is as fun as possible, where people will play it as much as possible, so obviously spending as much as possible. It's a win-win situation if you really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
But it's
I
not
don't-
everyone's cup of tea. I mean, like basically,
Of course
essentially,
not.
if you don't like Clash of Clans, you're probably not going to like Total War Battles Kingdom.
I think the big shock for everyone in the Total War community was thinking, why are they doing this? This is not their sort of remit.
When it
in
appeared
some
on
ways.
PC, and they're like, oh right, we've got not Arena, we've got Attila, and Battles.
Yeah, but it's not aimed at them. It's not aimed at the traditional Total War
And then
audience.
that's exactly, but that's
the
why.
confusion.
So why would they put it on
That's
PC?
exactly. They shouldn't have
Testing
done
purposes.
that. Should have gone to they should have gone straight to the mobile tablet and banged it on that. Then release it on PC maybe later on.
Yeah.
That's the big problem. That's the confusing situation for people who are playing it or seen it on the PC or seen it on the videos and on the website and things like that, because you're confused about what this game actually is.
Yeah.
You can straight away people are going, where's Medieval 3? Why is this not Medieval 3? What, and things like that. That's what they're getting confused about.
And then they
Where they haven't explained it, I guess, as well as they could have done, they're kind of ruining any kind of goodwill that they received when Attila came out, and it's just
you thought that
Shoot with the bad,
if,
to be shoot about.
or you would have preferred if they'd come out and said, hey guys, we're releasing it on PC, but this is a tablet mobile game.
Well, it's
but
kind
we're
of
releasing it on PC so you guys can test it and give
they've
us
kind of
feedback.
done that. They've kind of done that,
Yeah.
but I don't think they should have done that. You know what I mean? I think
You don't
they
think they
should
should
have
have
gone
bothered with PC
straight.
testing at all?
They should have sent it to
Straight
like the
for-
traditional kind of development studios where they have like a closed testing team.
So just more QA internally.
Gone straight for the mobile tablet genre. Go straight for that first, and get it to be
Yeah,
QA
because-
test on that.
Like Clash of Clans and stuff are still getting updates and tweaks and stuff to it. Like all of those games get it years after they're initially released.
Yeah.
So they
See,
could have gone down that route
The
quite
interesting
easily.
thing is that actually Total War Battles Shogun got released for PC after it had already come out on tablet and mobile. So
But was that a big hit?
yeah, it did well. It did well for them. I quite enjoyed Battles, and I've seen a lot of people say that they won't be bothering with Kingdom, but they really liked Battle Shogun.
Because not everyone knows. You got to think about this. The vocal minority will know what the situation is, or they'll be complaining about the fact that it is coming out on PC first. But then the majority may not even know that this game is ever going to come out on tablets, and they're thinking it just on PC, and then they're looking
I
at it
mean,
and go,
Total War majority and minority, or just gaming?
just
majority?
people who's come across it, they may not know it's ever coming out on tablet or phone, and they'll sort of go, okay, it's just for PC. What is this? This isn't Total War. And they'll get confused by that because they don't even know it's even coming out ever on.
The Steam reviews of Shogun are mixed.
What about Kingdoms? It's very bad unfortunately for Kingdoms.
I think so, yeah. So on the mobile, great game, but it's not really like a lot of titles that get transferred over from mobile onto PC. They're just negatively received.
Yeah.
because they're designed initially for mobiles, and then they're just going to like whoop, have it on
PC in case you don't have a
PC.
mobile or compatible one. Yeah, yeah. Fair. I mean, I think the one thing I actually quite liked about the Shogun Battles is that it actually tied into Fall of the Samurai. When you completed the single player campaign, you unlocked the Sendai campaign a month before they actually started selling the DLC. Which I thought was a kind of a cool time, because it wasn't like they were stopping you ever getting that DLC forever. It was kind of like a little exclusive for like a month that you could actually, if you did get the app, then you could.
Yeah, but you still had to buy Total War Battle Shogun. So
yeah, but that's when they were trying the paid app model, which obviously has died a death pretty much now. It's a lot of free to play with premium gold currency in it.
Which is what Kingdoms is in a way.
Yeah,
so
I mean, fitting into that.
Don't get me wrong. I think the game's good. In it, bruv. Yeah, don't get me. The game's good, and I think it'd be very good on tablet. But that was the only thing. It's just a PC first.
So I mean, just to clarify, you'd say that anyone that's either thought it was awful or terrible and they haven't really even bothered playing it, would you say wait for it on tablet and mobile and then see if you enjoy it?
Yeah, absolutely. Give it a go, because it is a perfectly designed. In fact, it could be better than some of the other games like Clash of Clans, aren't there? Because it will
it
is. It's got a lot of depth to it. It's very. In terms visually, it's very polished in that
How are the
aspect.
actual battles in it? Like, are
quick paced. That's about 4 or 5 minutes. It can get confusing in some ways, but then that's because I'm a noob. But then basically, it is. It can be hard to control sometimes, but it is. It is quick paced, and I think there's going to be more polish on that. But again, how do you market it? Because you don't want to have great tactical battles that last 10-15 minutes like they do on Attila.
On the train, and you've got to get off.
Exactly.
Work,
it's just for casual players in a way, and that's what it is.
I'm just waiting for it to be on my tablet and my phone, because I know that's where I'll play the crap out of it, basically.
Yeah. I know a lot of people said this. It's just the PC was the bad move. That was it. Sorry.
It's an odd move.
It's an odd move. It's an odd move. Go for a PC, but don't go for.
It's like you want to release exactly.
Sorry.
You're going to release Halo 5 for Xbox, but first you release like a kind of oddly ported, demo for PC, and everyone's like.
I mean, at the very least, release it on tablet and mobile and PC all at the same time.
Yeah,
so you had some kind of understanding that that's where it was meant to be, and that this is just to get as many people to test it as possible.
You release Medieval 3 Total War for PC and release this thing as a little side app.
Well, that could well be the whatever the mysterious fifth team at Creative Assembly is working on within their Total War section. Right. Well, anything else that you guys want to discuss in this month's Warcast?
Is that it?
We've gone through all the bits we had. Yeah. Pretty much.
Has this been an hour? Wow.
It's been about 50 odd minutes. Yeah.
I've only probably spoken for like.
Well, you were too busy putting rolls of cash.
I have been silly, I will admit, guys. Hopefully I haven't.
This is your time to shine now, Diplex.
You engage with us.
I'll blame it on just coming home after a long day at work and just being tired.
Where'd you work?
SEB.
What's that?
What do they do?
It's the largest bank in Northern Europe. I'm a consultant.
Oh, you're a banker like me. Great.
Hey, I'm Patrick Bateman.
Can you get me a job?
What I do is essentially I walk around the trading floors and there's people sitting there like, oh, 50 million euro, dollar, blah, 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 and sit there and like there's a bunch of Brits and Americans there and stuff like that, and I'm just, and one guy's like, and shit, he's like, he doesn't do this, he calls, he probably does this at the time of event, but he says, oh, my software is broken, I'll just be running down there and I'll be like, yo, let me take a look at this, and I just like restart the PC and work.
Even down,
turn it on off again.
I'm like, consultant, yo. Here's how you turn off here's how you plug in the fucking cord. No, but some cases are ridiculous, as in the person literally like not knowing anything about computers, and some of them are a little more difficult where it actually requires knowledge. Well, hence why I'm there. But
fair enough.
Knowledge is power.
Right. Well, we have one kind of final bit to feature in this month's Warcast, which is the kind of channel of the month, the channel we're looking to feature and to spotlight.
We could always just have.
Let me ask, since I've been out of the Total War scene for like at least since I last played, whatever, which was probably last year sometime, August, or not August, November, December.
Yeah.
Has there been a lot of things on the YouTube scene since I haven't been really like look at at new creators? Has
Well,
anyone,
I've been making some great videos right now. I mean, just to talk about a few that I've done. Did a Scotland vlog. I've also done a video on the Total War Attila medieval mod. Thank you for bringing this up, Diplex. I mean, I don't really feel...
Well, I don't know, Diplex, if you had a chance to watch our Warcast from last month, but there we spotlighted a channel called officially Devin, who does narrative Let's Plays. So he creates a really strong narrative, epic story to each of his Let's Plays. He's done something called the Teppo Republic, which is a Fall of the Samurai based narrative Let's Play, and Massalia Tales for Rome 2. And he's just started a new one, hasn't he?
But he doesn't play on Legendary.
He has.
He started a new one. What's that one called? I forget.
On it.
The Messiah campaign.
Hold on.
Yeah, Second Messiah.
Hold on. It's the second Messiah.
Hey.
Episode 1. Total War Attila Ostrogoth narrative.
It's got a really cool.
Let's play.
It's got a really cool background banner.
Apparently, I think his girlfriend did design that for him. I think
Oh,
that's what Mr. Smart Donkey said.
What a wonderful woman.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But he doesn't play on Legendary, does he?
No.
In joke, ladies and gentlemen.
He doesn't play the what? Electric.
No, he didn't play on
No, I think he plays. I think he was saying he plays on hard or very hard difficulties because that's the one he enjoys playing at.
I'm so confused right now.
No, it's an in joke. Don't worry.
Anyway.
Oh, is someone not playing on any harder? Alright.
He's playing on hard difficulty, and people were giving him flack about it.
I play on hard difficulty.
But then I play on hard difficulty as well. And I'm not like a
plays on hard.
9-year-old.
I play on easy, so.
Yeah.
Right. So this month's channel of the month is someone that we've actually all made some videos with, and we've all.
I haven't.
You're a hot seat, dude. You're kind of part of it.
That's not winning, though, is it? It's fighting.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm the only one that's done.
Yes,
currently doing a series with him actually. It's Legend of Total War. He's basically an Australian chap from.
What's
What's
the tagline from his banner? Because that is the perfect way to sum him up.
the foul-mouthed Aussie bloke. I don't know. Hold on, I'm on it.
I might like him. Foul-mouthed and short-tempered. That sounds.
That sounds like Diplex's
right up my alley.
He is the foul-mouthed, short-tempered Australian.
Yeah.
I believe he's from.
Charisma is just oozing out of this guy's face.
I believe he's from. What's that place called that's next to New Zealand?
Well, no, it's from no, the province.
Auckland.
Oh, right, you think it...
He's the one. He's in the one with Brisbane.
Is it the one with Brisbane? I don't...
Not New South Wales.
My geography of...
Oh my god, no.
We're
We're not ending the Warcast without me finding... I've been to the frickin' place. I've been all around...
So have I. Yeah, I can't remember which.
I've been all around
Have you guys been
Queensland.
Yeah, East
Oh
Coast.
my god, I can't believe I had such a brain fart.
Queensland. There we go.
Oh, good lord.
Queensland. Right,
So,
yes.
yeah, he's
That's
from
where
Queensland. He does a lot of, I'd say, kind of particularly objective-based campaigns on the hardest difficulty you can do. So, I think one that he started recently, apart from doing, he does a lot of hot seats as well, which we all kind of get owned at.
Yeah, we're all getting wrecked.
He's doing a lot of collaborative campaigns at the minute, all kind of, I think they're all verses.
Yep.
So, and that's the one I'm doing where I head-to-head on him.
There's a few co-op.
Is there a co-op as well?
It's Attila.
He's doing this is Total War Attila legendary Western Roman Empire campaign. So he has to declare war on all known factions the moment he comes in contact with them on legendary difficulty, which is just ridiculous.
Incredible.
Yeah. Basically, if you want to see someone going at it for like the toughest challenge you can get, he's got like he makes his channel about taking on the toughest challenge, the toughest situation he can put himself in. He's done a lot of Medieval 2 stuff. I mean, we found out in the hot seats that he knows how to really play that game, how to manipulate.
Knows how to recruit the units.
AI.
Like deploy stakes.
All of the exploits.
Whoa, he knows how to group units.
Yeah, he knows how to play the game, Diplex. He knows how to play.
Shit. Fuck. He even knows how to change unit size.
That is actually a
It's
really
surprising.
common
It's
problem.
surprising the amount of people that don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's odd to be like in graphic settings. I understand them. It's not where you'd imagine to find it. Like you'd find it under game options, but not like video settings.
It's just it's been there since what the original. No, actually not. Since Medieval 2, it was in. Game
It's just like religion. It's been there forever, but no one really knows what it's about anyway.
Exactly.
Unit size, religion.
Oh no, just in theory of it being there,
I love the comparison.
But it's like this guy Bill Maher said. There's like this place in England, Britain, where there's a giant cock on like this field, and people have been cutting out this thing. Listen, for decades and hundreds of years and probably centuries, no one knows what they've done it. But maybe they've just done it because people have been fucking doing it. It's like, it's in there because it's been in there, and it's going to be in there because it's been in there. But no one really knows why, and there's really no logic to it. It's gotta be in there.
You should really start like a deep talk like chat show series. You'd be amazing at it.
I've just crossed too many lines. There's no point in me trying to go back to being sort of the straight faced guy. So.
Warrior's gone again.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Warrior, where are you?
While his webcam,
I'm here, but my tea's coming, so Gemma won't be on camera.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So, like, his link will be in the description if you want to go check out.
Go check him out. And if you do, feel free to say that the Warcast Bantz Brigade has arrived.
Bantz Brigade! We're doing it for legend!
Lovely. I love it.
Second bit there, I didn't mean to offend any religious person. I just meant to sort of, share my point of view.
I'm sure that.
Yeah, I'm sure
they understand you, Diplex. If they've seen or heard of you before, they know what you're like.
What are you eating?
Pasta with bacon and leeks.
Beautiful.
With what? Pasta with bacon and leeks. It just
what kind of pasta?
Gets the guns up,
Guys, if you're eating or drinking something right now, let us know what it was, because we want to know what you're eating while you're watching.
Oh, in case you missed it earlier, I was drinking Galloway Gold.
Nice.
Quite a nice lager.
So, let me go to...
Is it penne?
Penne.
Penne.
Diplex, when we go tonight, when we finish off, can you do another song for us on the guitar?
Yeah. Diplex, if you get ready, we'll sort it out in a minute. But anyway, to wrap up, guys.
I know what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
What do you guys think the next Total War Attila DLC is going to be?
I think it'll be.
We've had this conversation.
I think it'll be about that. Yeah, we talked about in the first one.
Are you sure?
Campaign.
Are you sure? You talked about and you said about
Britain.
the Saxons.
Yeah, Britain.
Oh yeah, okay.
Britain
Ignore me then. Ignore me.
Ignore Rambler. Anyway, timestamps for this month's Warcast are obviously all in the description, so you can jump to whichever bit you want to watch again or have you. Information about the competition is obviously in the description as well. So just a reminder on that. That's
When's
capturing.
It's going to be on iTunes
Soon.
Yeah,
TM. When I work out to put it on there, and that is freaking me out, Diplex. But yes, Beauty of Total War is the theme for this month's pick or clip of the month. So just take a snapshot in any Total War, and the prizes for this month's Beauty of Total War will be either the Celts or Longbeards DLC for Total War Attila. So obviously, ideally, enter only if you have Total War Attila already, but you can submit pictures from any Total War, just showing off the beauty, the cinematic or the scenic beauty, or Warrior of Sparta's.
I think we should throw in a lap dance from Warrior of Sparta.
Yeah, Warrior of Sparta will personally visit you wherever you are in the world, and oh god, who else is there? Oh, we're seeing Diplex as well. That's beautiful. So yeah, Beauty of Total War. Send it to Warcast.
I want to kill you and play around with your blood.
What?
Sorry, it's just a scene from.
Send.
You're a fucking fish.
Send your pictures or your clips to warcastpodcast@hotmail.com. That's in the description.
Did we actually promote Diplex, by the way? As our guest?
He's promoted himself.
No, I mean, I'm just an uninvited
Diplex. Who are you? What videos are you doing at the moment? Tell us.
Right. I am. I know you guys because I've been playing a little Total War. That's the reason why I know you. If I hadn't been playing any Total War, I would probably have just remained an unknown person to everyone viewing this and you guys mainly. But at the moment, I'm playing sort of like the World War II variant of Total War. It's called Men of War. So it's a little smaller scale, but it's in theory, it's not really that kind of like shoot 'em up Call of Duty stuff. So,
cool, awesome.
Basically,
link to Diplex's channel is in the description. Go check him out.
Can I just say, I had a very, very nice meal with Diplex once in Horsham.
Oh, you did indeed.
Very nice.
It was lovely. It was a great time.
Just so you know, guys, if you ever meet Diplex, if you ever sit down next to him, he is very friendly.
Yeah, we had a good chat.
Very friendly.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was lovely. It's lovely.
I haven't been touched by him yet, even though I've been in the same room as you. Why haven't you touched me?
Anyway, on that note, I've been Lionheart.
I've been watching the
Rambler.
And Diplex is gonna play some music out
again.
for us. Go, Diplex, go.
Wait, someone is gonna sing.
No, I'm not singing. Just sing
Yeah.
yourself.
Warrior Sparta. You need to be. It's hip to be square. So it's like, and then it's hip to be.
B square. B square.